Steve Pickett here at the CBS 11 headquarters. We continue to monitor the breaking news, developing situation. This is in Colleyville. Police department, the FBI, all involved in a SWAT situation. This is inside the Congregation Beth Israel, the synagogue there. We are told just at hour 5 now, presumably an armed individual inside. There may be victims and or hostages, I should note, that are still inside that synagogue. Our J.D. Miles at that location right now with an update. J.D.?
Well, Steve, we're going on 5 hours now. We're still waiting for any kind of official word from the FBI or Colleyville police about the current situation and the standoff and what's happening right now. We do know that since that time, this ordeal, this hostage drama has gotten the attention of President Biden. It's also got the attention of the Prime Minister of Israel. They're tweeting about it. They're making remarks on social media. This is all unfolding behind me here at the Congregation Beth Israel synagogue in Colleyville. It happened around 11 this morning. There was a regular Shabbat, a Saturday morning service with a few people inside the temple, and at some point during the live stream, a man could be heard in the background ranting about religion and making some statements toward the rabbi. And then right before the live stream cut off, the man was heard saying, quote, "You got to do something. I don't want to see this guy dead." Moments later, the feed cut out. Since that time, we've heard of nothing coming from inside the synagogue. We are stationed over here at the Good Shepherd Catholic Church, about a half-mile away. The good news in all this is that so far we're being told that there's no one reportedly injured by this suspect who's inside the synagogue with presumably the rabbi and 3 other people. At this point, we're told that the FBI has a crisis negotiating team in touch with the suspect. At Colleyville Middle School, they have a staging area that includes several armored SWAT vehicles. And so right now we are waiting for word from Colleyville PD or the FBI about where things stand in terms of negotiating with this barricaded man and the hostages that he appears to have taken.
JD, I know, and I want to make sure folks understand the dynamic here. You're hearing those church bells. JD is near that location, but those church bells from the Catholic church where he is at right now. JD, I want to get some sense if any of those individuals were able to explain to you if this was a targeted effort at that synagogue, or authorities just not confirming that at all, because we're still trying to get information as to what this person inside wants. Is there any indication that he went specifically to that location for this specific reason?
We don't have anything official, but from the FBI, but in terms of reporting other outlets, the state media in Israel is reporting that this is someone who's trying to negotiate the release of a terrorist that tried to kill Americans back in 2010. We don't have that confirmed, but that's what the Israeli media is reporting right now. We don't have his name officially, but some media outlets are reporting the name of a man that they believe is the hostage taker. So at this point, we're waiting for more confirmation to be able to report that.
Absolutely. J.D. Miles, thank you very, very much. I know you're keeping eyes on this. Again, going, as J.D. mentioned, hour number 5 now, where that individual entered that synagogue. At one point in time, the Shabbat service at that location was streaming live, and apparently thousands of people were watching and or listening to it. Then they could hear a commotion inside. It was the Colleyville Police Department that initially confirmed for us that it was, in their determination, a SWAT circumstance where a hostage taker was inside. And again, as J.D. mentioned to us, at this point, we believe at least a total of 4 people, including the rabbi, inside. We will get more information as it develops, of course. This just updated now. This is from a tweet from Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson. You can see there he's saying Dallas PD deploying additional patrols to that synagogue as well. It says also working with the Jewish Federation and our local, state, and federal partners to monitor any concerns or threats based on the situation in Colleyville. We also heard from the White House. I understand the spokesperson from the president's office also tweeting out right now that the president has been briefed about the developing hostage situation in the Dallas area. says Mr. Biden will continue to receive updates from his senior team as the situation develops. Also earlier today, the governor of this state also tweeting that he knew as well that there was federal and state officials involved in all of this. Again, we will keep you updated to give you as much information as possible. At this point, federal authorities, local authorities in Colleyville still outside and presumably negotiating with that person inside that synagogue. For now, I'm Steve Pickett. We'll update you as soon as we get more information. For